Hey, this is Pastor Dave, and this is your Monday Mojo. Hope you had a good weekend. So, yesterday, I spent some time sitting in a sanctuary. You say, well, you're a pastor. It was Sunday. Sure, you were in a sanctuary, but it wasn't the sanctuary in which I serve. This was a sanctuary that belonged to the former largest United Methodist congregation in the state of Indiana. This was a sanctuary that was built in 1891. This was a sanctuary that was built as a part of a congregation of people that were making a difference. They were part of something called the social gospel, changing the community around them for the better. So much so that they're the ones who actually petitioned for and had begun something you might be familiar with, Methodist Hospital. I was sitting in a sanctuary, which is actually now an auditorium, of the former Central Avenue United Methodist Church. Several years ago, it fell out of the hands of the congregation and into the hands of, eventually, the Indiana Landmark Foundation, which has marvelously restored the building thanks to the Cook family and to people working together. And so now this sanctuary that I was sitting in up in the balcony is just a marvelous room, an auditorium. But an auditorium, I looked it up. You know what an auditorium literally means? It means a place where something is heard. As I sat there imagining to myself a time when 550 people sat in that room and listened to the message of truth, as I rested a bit from my day and just took in the surroundings, I tried to listen. I kind of had a conversation between myself and God with the idea of the message I had preached yesterday morning at church. And believe it or not, I actually heard something. Not audibly, but I heard something. And it hit me. Shakespeare, I think it was, who said, all of life is a stage. What if all of life is an auditorium? A place where something is heard. I really believe that God is always trying to speak to us. Most of the time, we're just too occupied with other noises or too busy to hear. But I had about 15 minutes to just sit in that sanctuary. And in the stillness and in the quiet and in that marvelous room, I heard something. I would greatly encourage you, if you haven't had a chance to tour the building that's been restored, the whole place is amazing. Do so. But I would encourage you even more so to think about that idea that all of life is an auditorium and that God's trying to get through to us. Anyway, that's your Monday Mojo. Hope you have a great day.